Angela, Doug Ford would say we can't meet our electricity needs in Ontario, for example, without nuclear. What do you say to that?
Well, the Ontario Clean Air Alliance has developed a roadmap for how we can phase out nuclear and gas electricity in the province, while at the same time lowering electricity bills. So we could invest in made in Ontario wind and solar, and we're fortunate to live next door to the fourth largest water power producer in the world, Quebec, and they have massive surplus supply that they're willing to sell us at a third the cost of new nuclear. Their hydro reservoirs can also provide storage to back up Ontario's wind and solar industries. And of course, aggressive conservation would be needed. But that's just Ontario. Looking globally, Mark Jacobson, there's been hundreds of studies done by, by modelers around the world, how countries could go 100% renewable. But one in particular I'll mention, Mark Jacobson and his team from Stanford University. They've mapped out how countries around the world could go 100% renewable for electricity, transportation, and heating and cooling by 2050 through a combination of wind, water, solar, geothermal, conservation. And like I said, the whole world is moving in this direction. Even the International Energy Agency just yesterday released a mind-blowing report announcing that to meet our climate targets, we have to phase out fossil fuel infrastructure and focus solely on renewable power. And incidentally, in that report, they only mentioned existing nuclear in passing, with no reference to new nuclear and with no emphasis on expanding or rolling out nuclear. Their emphasis was solely on renewable power sources. So, we live in a climate era. We have no choice but to go renewable for all the reasons we've outlined today. We have the solutions. We know how to do it, and they're lower cost. That's the good news. They're lower cost, they're safer, they don't leave a toxic legacy of radioactive waste for future generations to deal with.
We can do it cleaner
And definitely leaner.
if we shut down nuclear.